Welcome back to the Brewing a Better You podcast. This is Rayuel, and if you're new with this podcast, click the subscribe button if you're on YouTube, and click the Spotify. Click the follow button if you're on Spotify. And so this is our episode 9, and last week we started to discuss yung mga suggested topics sa Threads app ng mga 30-something kasi ang dami nilang na-suggest and unti-unti natin yung isa-isahin and hopefully marami kayong ma-relate dito. And if you have more suggestions, if you have more topics na nasa isip nyo, pwede natin pag-usapan. Well, comment nyo na lang dun sa ating sa threads or message nyo ako. And it's at Your Life Engineer, IG, Facebook, TikTok, or Threads app. Ayan. So, for now, let's talk about our episode 9. And backstory, bakit ito yung napili kong topic, it's after graduation, well, marami beses ko na rin ito nabanggit before. After graduation, pag nakita ko ng mga nasa 30s na, I think they're already made. I think parang, uy, okay na yung buhay nila, na gets na nila, masaya sila, parang na-achieve na nila yung mga gusto ko ring ma-achieve for myself. And, I mean, very inspiring sila. Pero ang katotohanan pala, ngayon, sa 30s na tayo, hindi pala lahat, hindi pala lahat, nandoon na sa state na yon. And kaya ang dami kong kaya yun, in short, yun yung dahilan bakit ang dami rin nagko-comment or nagsa-suggest ng topic sa threads, 'di ba? And karamihan sa mga ito is magaling lang pala talagang mag-project that they're good, they're doing great. It's just their facade. And because lahat yan nag-start din siguro sa societal pressure na dapat at 30s, okay ka na. So today we'll be talking about the silent burnouts that yun nga, kaya silent kasi we don't talk about it bluntly. It's not being talked about in the social media or maybe only a few kasi it's somehow parang it's a sign of maybe a weakness na hindi mo pa na-achieve yung tinadha, tinakda para sa'yo at 30s, which is, yun, kaya nga natin i-break down today. So, we're talking about the unspoken burnouts of those at 30s kasi, totoo bang, ito ba yung mga bagay na dapat talaga natin ma-achieve or sino ba to nagsabing ito dapat yung magagawa natin at 30s, di ba? So, and so, hindi to makikita ng mga tao dahil nga silent burnouts, but there's this very motivational quote na madalas ko rin siyang magamit na faith fake it till you make it. Yeah. So fake it till you make it hanggang sa sige, pagpanggap ka lang na kaya mo to hanggang ma-manifest mo na talaga siya. It's more on manifesting, I think. Kaya yun yung nabubuong kataga sa mga tao ngayon na, tuloy mo lang yan hanggang ma-achieve mo siya. But, yan, nabanggit mo yung faith it till you make it. Dumating na ako sa point na hirap magpanggap, sige, pagdasalan lang natin hanggang ma-achieve mo siya, pagdasal mo, ba? So, kaya ako nabanggit yung faith it till you make it. Yan. So, bakit naging mantra natin to? Kasi kailangan ipakita that when you're 30s, when we 30-somethings, should be strong enough already na ma-achieve lahat ng mga ito. Pero, dahil nagpa-fake it lang tayo, nagpapanggap lang tayo, nakakaubos, nakaka-drain. So, nakakaubos ng energy kasi hindi ito natural mong ginagawa, hindi ito natural sa'yo. Nakakaubos din lalo ng pera kasi you have to sustain that kind of representation of yourself sa iba para, alam mo, mapakita mo, maayos ako eh. Then, also, syempre, nakakaubos din ng time kasi you have to double check, triple check that what you're portraying in the social media or what you're portraying with the people around you is yun yung gusto mong i-portray talaga. And thus, yung social media toxic culture natin ngayon na yung maganda lang yung pinapakita but after that picture, after that post, I mean, it's very empty. So, bakit? So there's this pressure at 30s and ito yung mga ilang expectations na naisip ko at 30. So number one is yung career peak. So supposedly at 30 years old, dapat supervisor ka na or manager, dapat may mga ka ng posisyon sa kumpanya or dapat meron ka ng business na which leads to dapat financially stable ka na rin. So, dapat meron ka ng investment, meron ka ng savings, meron ka ng insurance, malaki. Kasi dapat malaki na yung sahod mo at this time, which is, which leads to, dapat magkakaroon ka na rin ng bahay, lupa, kotse. And dahil dyan, you're constantly chasing money for promotion or bigger amount, but responsibilities naman, dumadagdag. So, sana nga, di ba, yung responsibilities compensated yung ng sahod. So, next na expectations is yung family expectations na ito, mga sasaluhing expenses dahil, nandito ka na, so dapat ikaw na yung ikaw na yung may kayang magbayad ng ganito. So, naito ka sa'yo itong mga responsibilities na ito nang hindi ka naman nag-agree or without your consent, pero wala nagimatic na siya. So, lalo na ito sa mga breadwinners, lalo. And ito yung mga, isang topic ko din ito last week sa Threads, yung for the parents na kanino ba kailangan bang, which is another topic to, no? Paano yung mga wala pang sariling pamilya sa magkakapatid? Sino magsusupport ngayon dun sa parents? Dahil, dahil ba walang sariling pamilya yung isang sibling mo or ikaw, dahil ba may pamilya na tong mga kapatid mo, ikaw lang ba yung nakatoka doon sa parents niyo? So, it's a very controversial topic. Yeah. Then, next is, dapat pala, at 30s, dapat living on your own na. Pero actually, karamihan naman sa atin is living with their parents, not because they want to, but, not because they want to, pero kasi, iilan sa atin is gusto pang sila yung nagbabantay sa parents nila. And ito yung sample ng isang breadwinner's unspoken responsibilities. Then next, meron ka na sariling bahay. So dapat meron ka na rin sariling car. But that it doesn't mean that having your own car is more advantageous compared if with your renting. And another debate ulit ito na which is better. Do you want having your own house or rent na pwede kang lumipat anytime na hindi ikaw bahala sa mga repairs and maintenance sa bahay, 'di ba? So, ano ulit 'yun, it's a debate. For me, it will still depend on the person. And so next is, so dapat lalo to, dapat married ka na at 30s or dapat meron ka ng anak or dapat uh, ito yung action na nakatuwa kasi kapag single ka, tatanungin ka, "Uy, kailan ka magbo-boyfriend, kailan ka magga-girlfriend?" Okay, sabihin natin ngayon meron ka ng partner, meron ka ng boyfriend or girlfriend. "Uy, kailan ka naman ikakasal?" Okay, sige, may kasal na kayo. So, kailan naman kayo magkakaroon ng anak? Hindi ba niyo pa balak magkaroon ng anak? Okay, sige, sabihin niyo meron kayo isang anak. Okay, kailan niyo susundan yung si panganay? Kailangan niyo na magkaroon ng second na anak. Okay, meron ka ng second anak. Kailan kayo magpapangatlo, pang-apat, et cetera, et cetera. Hindi yan nauubos. So, yun. Nirant ko na kagad. And it's normal during reunions, family reunions, relatives, or what. And dahil sa expectations na mga yan, tinatry mo habulin na ma-achieve yung mga nabanggit kanina or at least i-sustain yung lifestyle na currently na-achieve mo na. So though nakapagpahinga ka naman, nakatulog ka naman, it seems like you're still tired. You're still empty kasi you're always on that constant chase of maintaining that lifestyle or chasing that achievements nga expectations for the 30s. So, doon nag-start ngayon yung burnout. So, dagdag pa natin dito yung mga nakikita natin sa social media, which is hindi naman natin sinasadyang, well, ako, for example, hindi ko naman sinasadyang i-compare yung sarili ko, but, when I scroll sa feed and nakita ko, "Uy, buti pa si ano 'to, ganito, nakapag-travel, nakapunta sa ganito, may sarili ng et cetera." There's this unconscious comparison sa life na meron sila compared sa life na meron ka. And dun ka ngayon parang nakaka-burnout, nakakapagod din. So, parang kailan kaya darating yung opportunity or yung breakthrough mo, sila dumating na yun sa kanila, 'di ba? So, dahil we're dwelling on it, kahit di natin ito gusto, tinatamaan yung katawan natin, tinatamaan yung wellness natin, yung wellness, yung yung yeah, yung wellness, yung health natin. Kasi we're on this constant chase. Hindi tuloy tayo nakakapagpahinga ng maayos. To the point na, yeah, dumating na ako sa point na, alam mo yun, parang sayang yung oras, bakit magpapahinga? Pwede ka naman itong itrabaho. Dun ako dumating sa point na nagkakaroon na ng sakit, nakakapagod na. Pero dahil kailangan nating i-achieve yung something, tinamaan yung katawan natin. So, lumabas yung symptoms na na-stress na, inuubo na, kahit na okay naman, wala namang viral infection or hindi naman change of season pero inuubo na, hindi na kaya ng vitamins lang, kailangan na talaga ng pahinga. And dahil diyan, so dahil nakapagpahinga naman, you still feel uneasy. You still feel parang pagod pa din kahit na nakapagpahinga ka. Kahit na nakakabawi ka na ng tulog, you still feel empty kasi inisip mo nga yung oras na nasasayang naman. So, 'di ba, there's this constant battle between you taking that rest or work, or 'pag nag-rest ka, sayang yung oras. 'Pag nag-work ka, yung katawan mo tatamaan naman. So, where's that balance na hinahanap-hanap mo? So, and dahil diyan, you're also losing time to take care of your relationships, of your important relationships. Kasi, pipili ka ngayon, ulit na ulit natin, no? You're trying to balance yung sleep, yung rest mo, while also taking care of your, chasing the achievements. Pero, nasa naman yung time for your important loved ones, your important relationships, na baka sooner or later, baka magtampo naman sila. And dahil malalayo ka sa kanila, hindi mo na tuloy alam kung may ka, kabubulaghan, basta meaning, may meaning pa ba yung ginagawa mo, yung work mo, yung constant chase of success. Kaso, itong family mo nga na that your why you're doing everything that you're doing now is hindi na kayo okay. 'Di ba? Sobrang gulo, ang gulo-gulo na. So, dito na papasok lalo yung burnout. So, dito na papasok yung, okay, breakdown muna ako, 5 minutes, alarm muna ako, okay, kunin ko yung relo, 5 minutes, timer natin, iyak, hagulgol, iyak ko lahat, sige, pero after alarm, okay, okay na ako. Pero is that really healthy? 'Di ba? So, for me, sino ba kasi yung nagbigay ng timeline na dapat at 30s, na-achieve mo na 'tong mga bagay-bagay na ito? And etong society natin, pinapakita kasi na, ang daming yung term nga nila is humble bragging, na kahit yung mga yung mga bata na nasa 20s pa lang na YouTuber or what, na at this age they're earning this much already. So, ikaw tuloy mapapaisip ka na, dapat ba mag-change ako ng career? Kaso nga lang, dahil ang dami mo ng responsibilities or dami na nakapatong sa shoulders mo, hindi ka maka-change ng career or maha magawa yung passion mo kasi nga back to zero ka naman. So, for me, we all have different timelines. We all are in different seasons in our lives. And, sample natin, yung iba, nasa peak ng career nila, while yung iba are in the season of being a parent, nasa parenthood, While yung iba naman is nasa healthy lifestyle, as in, I know people na ang dami-daming extracurricular. They're into running, they're into pickleball, they're into triathlon, Spartan, Hyrox, etc., etc. Dami nilang ginagawa. But at some point, hindi siya kayang i-balance ng time with, let's say, 2 hours each. Hindi siya ganun. It doesn't work like that. Yung iba naman, nasa YOLO, nasa travel, as in, sige, punta dito, punta doon. They're really trying different things. And yung iba naman, they're just being themselves. They're in the season of finding themselves. And I think that's totally normal. Just trying to survive each day hanggang sa mahanap nila yung gusto nila. Kasi darating at darating naman yung para sa'yo, yung breakthroughs mo. And ang pinaka-important lang naman talaga dito is that in this season of finding yourself, of the season of the silent burnouts, you just have to survive. You just have to gain that confidence slowly, daily. Just show up. It doesn't have to be that the same energy every day. And if hindi talaga kaya, edi just pause. Take a rest. Then breathe. As in, breathe lang talaga. Kasi ang importante dito is that you're alive, is that you have another chance. Every time that you open your eyes the next day, you have another chance for that comeback, for that season. And I think that's the most important thing, that you don't give up on yourself. 'Di ba? Kasi at the end of the day, we all have a different season. You just have to show up and embrace mo yung season kung nasan ka ngayon. And being at your 30s, you're still at 30 years old. Nasa 30s pa lang tayo. Well, I'm also speaking to myself. Nasa 30s pa lang tayo. We still have a long way to go. We have a different timeline. We have all a different starting point then. And maybe during your 30s is just the part na, okay, I have completed my debt. I've completed, uh, I'm now starting anew. And that's totally fine. So, that's it. So, for those who are dealing with burnouts nowadays, just keep showing up for yourself, not for others. Kasi at the end of the day, ikaw ang kasangga mo. And that's it for our episode. If you like this episode, share this to your friends. Who do you think that you really care about and who could resonate with this episode? And also, tag nyo ako, story, i-share nyo story and comment ninyo kung ano yung naging takeaways ninyo. Then, let's dig deeper if you want to discuss more about this episode. Kasi this is very deep, very heavy itong topic na to. And if you could suggest more episodes, let me know. Message lang ako. And ayun lang. So, thank you. Cheers. Cheers.